All right, what is going on, you guys? Brian here with another recap video. This one for tonight's episode of SmackDown, the go-home show before this weekend's two-night WrestleMania event. So let's just get right into it. I'm just going to run through everything. We had a Miz TV segment that would have a brawl breakout between the Usos, Miz and John Morrison, and the New Day. We would see Tamina win a triple threat match against Naomi and Lacey Evans, building momentum heading into the fatal five-way elimination match for the SmackDown Women's title this weekend at WrestleMania. She would also leave Bayley and Sasha Banks laying as well. They would show the retirement match of Ric Flair from WrestleMania 24, where he lost to Shawn Michaels. We would have Tucker defeating Dolph Ziggler via disqualification when Dolph used the zigzag on the outside of the ring on the ring steps. Then after the match, Dolph would try to finish off Tucker by using the other ring step to use it on Tucker, but Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville came out to stop him. Then Otis came out. Then all of a sudden we would see the video graphic that's been going on, or the graphic that's been going on for the last few months, with the words, "The truth will be heard." We would see a hooded figure saying, "I told you the truth will be heard." And he would reveal that Sonya Deville was the one that texted Otis that Mandy was going to be late without that, and Mandy didn't know about it, and that Dolph Ziggler, it would also be revealed that Sonya had a conversation with Dolph Ziggler about what they both are going to get. Dolph would get a date with Mandy, and Sonya would get whatever she was looking for in this situation. So obviously that made Mandy upset after seeing all of this, and basically that adds more fuel to the fire as it pertains to the upcoming matchup this weekend between Otis and Dolph Ziggler. We had Daniel Bryan defeating Shinsuke Nakamura via disqualification when Cesaro got involved. When Daniel Bryan locked in the yes lock on Nakamura, Cesaro attacked Daniel Bryan. Then it would turn into where Drew Gulak would go after Cesaro. Cesaro would throw Drew Gulak over the barricade. Then it would be a 3-on-1 on Daniel Bryan. Gulak would get involved, would try to help out, but he would get rammed into the ring steps. Then it would turn back into a 3-on-1 on Daniel Bryan with Sami Zayn hitting the haluva kick after Cesaro hit the neutralizer and Nakamura hit the Kinshasa. And of course, Sami Zayn looking to send a message to Daniel Bryan ahead of their Intercontinental title match coming up this weekend, where Sami Zayn defends the IC title against Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Then we heard from John Cena, who cut a promo talking about whether or not he would accept the Fiend's challenge for a Firefly Funhouse match. He talked about all the uncertainties, how everybody's been asking what's going to happen with WWE, and then in these uncertain times because of this COVID-19 pandemic. They had to move the shows to the Performance Center with no live audience. He then talked about how he's going to finish what he started 6 years ago and defeat the Fiend at WrestleMania. He accepted the challenge. Then you would see Ramblin' Rabbit Abigail, the pig, the buzzard, all saying, "Yeah, once he's finished with you, you're gonna play with us. You're gonna be playing with us forever." And it would be They would be saying that, and then all of a sudden you would hear Ramblin' Rabbit say, "Uh-oh, he's here." Lights go out. All of a sudden, on one of the pedestal things or staging things on the side, you would see the Fiend appear, and then all of a sudden you would then see him and John Cena go face to face, and then all of a sudden you would see Bray Wyatt from behind saying, "Let me in." And then the lights would go out, lights would come back on. No one, John Cena is the only one standing in the ring. So Cena accepts the challenge. Pretty much that was it for SmackDown. Once again, it was nothing really exciting. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as far as this weekend's WrestleMania, how it turns out, what matches are going to happen on which night. They did make it official that Braun Strowman is going to challenge Goldberg for the Universal title. They made that official on tonight's episode of SmackDown as well. Really didn't explain why, how that came to be or why Roman Reigns is out. So it is what it is. But with that being said, this has been my SmackDown recap for tonight's episode. As always, I am Brian, and thank you for watching.